Breaking news: Pakistan and Afghanistan trade deadly strikes. I ain't never done no shit like that before, but here we go. Look.
Pakistan is declaring, quote, open war on neighboring Afghanistan as the two countries trade deadly attacks. It's a major escalation in their long-running feud, with both sides claiming to inflict strong damage on the other. It began last night when Afghanistan conducted what it calls retaliatory attacks for Pakistan's recent strikes along the border. But Pakistan says it was targeting militant groups it claims are being harbored there, which Afghanistan denies. The Taliban, which seized power when the U.S. military withdrew from Afghanistan back in 2021, released images showing heavy weapons that it says is being deployed to the front lines. Some of that equipment, like Humvees, were left behind by the U.S. military. NBC News international correspondent Raf Sanchez.
So they got to keep our Humvees?
Joins us with more. How did all of this unfold, but also escalate yesterday, Raf?
You say vacation in the U or the I. I'm not even going to say them names, but
Morgan. So there have been months of tension between the Taliban government in Afghanistan and its neighbors in Pakistan. As you said, the Pakistanis are accusing the Taliban of harboring militants inside of their territory. They say those militants have been crossing the border, carrying out attacks in Pakistan, and then slipping back into the mountains in Afghanistan. The Pakistanis have been carrying out fairly limited airstrikes in.
How do they keep them dresses? Well, them long shirts that they be wearing. How do they keep that stuff clean and ain't nothing but dust over there?
Recent weeks, but this has now escalated in a major way. You've seen the Taliban, who of course have spent 20 years fighting the United States in their own country.
When you mess up the solar panel,
swarming their fighters over the border, overrunning some Pakistani military positions. Pakistan is definitely the militarily more powerful of the two. They have Russian-made fighter jets. They have a lot of heavy weapons. They carried out airstrikes overnight in both Kabul and Kandahar. Those are the two largest cities.
That looked like a U.S. Humvee right there.
In Afghanistan, but the Taliban is not showing any sign of backing down at this point. And there is a kind of real rush in the arena of international diplomacy to try to tamp this down. Pakistan, of course, is a country armed with nuclear weapons, and they're looking at this moment to Turkey, a major Islamic power, to try to broker some kind of ceasefire.
Do they wear like Gucci and shit over there, like Louis and you know what I'm saying, like Michael Kors or anything? Because it seems like they all got on like the same outfits. They got on them goddamn dresses. I keep calling them dresses. The long shirts and shit. Look. They be long and stuff. They be long like sleepwear. Shit be looking like sleepwear. But they only got like a few colors and shit. But I don't think that they do like the name brand and stuff.
Their weapons, and they're looking.
Yeah, do they buy Jordans?
At this moment to Turkey, a major Islamic power, to try to broker some kind of ceasefire. Morgan.
Now, Raf, we did mention that Afghanistan had posted these images of heavy military weapons, including equipment that was left behind by the U.S. when they left in 2021. Tell us about that, and really, for them, what these images represent. What do they tell us?
They tell us that we left it behind and now they're using it. Well, let's see what this telling us.
Yeah, this is really striking, Morgan. So viewers might remember the withdrawal from Afghanistan under the Biden administration and bringing an end to the U.S.'s 20-year war there. And it was chaotic. It was not well organized, and the U.S. military ended up leaving a lot of hardware there, including those Humvees that you saw. They left thousands and thousands of small arms, rifles, machine guns. In some cases, they even left Black Hawk helicopters behind. We know a couple of years ago.
Y'all couldn't bring back the Black Hawks? We don't have like freighter ships and stuff to put our stuff back on the boat and bring it back around here? We could have sold that shit at auction. We play too much.
The Taliban tried to fly one of those helicopters and it crashed.
Hold on, I gotta back that up. So they tried to fly without training?
Years ago, the Taliban tried to fly one of those helicopters and it crashed. But this is the Taliban government trying to show that it is a force to be reckoned with.
Sometimes that's how you learn, on-the-job training.
And it has weapons from the American military, which it considers to have defeated. Morgan.
All right, Raf Sanchez there joining us from our London Bureau. Raf, we appreciate it.
Wild out here in these streets, man. Hey, dog. Listen, and we be thinking like we got it real hard over here in the U.S. and stuff like that, but they fighting in the dirt. Listen, dog, look at their streets, though, dog. Hold on. Look at this shit. Look at this. This like every day. Like they got mountains and rocks and shit. And look at their little outfits. Look at these outfits. Look at these outfits. I don't see a BMW, nothing. Where is the new Toyota Camrys and shit? Nothing. They be walking in sandals and shit. Why is they still living like this? Say the walls of Jericho. Got to be more careful. Y'all better duck. Watch 236009 if you're out there now. Stay alive. Move right along. I ain't gonna be much hold you.